Alright guys, so we're back now. It's time to show you what I have built. So I've shown you the step by step kind of what we were doing foundation wise, all that kind of stuff earlier on. Now it's time to show you what I've done to the base. There you go, eh? That's not too bad. There's the underground car park that we were talking about earlier on in today's episode. I included this grass path here. Works really quite nicely with the ramp. We have our first ship here sitting nicely. As you can see, it's nicely lit up by these lamps, and there's also new blocks that I didn't actually know ever existed, or at least they've improved them since I last played. They are actually awesome. So this is perfect. It's got room for two. I'm planning on expanding this later on in future episodes. But there you go guys, I hope you enjoy this. This is quite a cool little feature of our house. I do plan on layering down some more hull just to make it look a lot nicer, because we just got rock and hull and it's kind of abrupt and really not too clean. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to clean the garage up later. Coming on up the stairs again, up the ramp. I haven't moved any of this stuff yet, but it will happen. We're going to proceed up to our front door. So we've got a nice balcony overlooking the front door. You enter on in. This will be a passageway into something. I haven't quite made up my mind yet what we'll put here, but it's going to be awesome when we start getting wings and branches off this house. I did move some of the factories up in here because we're going to start, filling in rooms eventually. Down here I thought would be another cool section to start building rooms, start branching it off. Down here I half planned on putting reactors and power cores down there, just to give that cool feel of the power is within the house and within the base. Have a few screens and have the reactor cores and power cores all up in there, so you can just have a look at what's going on down there. So potentially in a few episodes you might see that this might become filled with power capacitors and power modules and all that kind of good stuff. Here you've got one of the balcony outlooks kind of overlooking the driveway, the garage ramp. That looks quite cool. I do plan on adding glass in here, and potentially even a button that toggles a door or something that kind of covers the garage. At least that's what I'm thinking of at the moment. This is kind of like an outdoor deck. Potentially we'll probably have a door here, but this is just some outdoor kind of, chuck up your deck chairs, have a brewski, watch the sunset, have a barbecue out here kind of a deal. That's kind of what this area is. It's quite good. So yeah, reactor room down there. Down here I've still yet to kind of clean this interior up. It's just mainly been exterior stuff. So we've got our undetonator, so our spawn point. We'll probably turn something down there into like a medical bay or something like that. Down here probably needs to have a few ramps, and then definitely you're looking down on the garage, and that's quite a cool little lookout. You can look out up to where the turrets potentially will go. When we build a proper shipyard, we might have a proper shipyard up there. We've got our factory modules just sitting over there, but we'll probably move them pretty soon to inside, along with all this other stuff. So yeah, this is quite a cool room. Down here we've also got the second entrance to the house. You've got a nice ramp going into a tunnel that kind of links back around. So if you're out exploring up here, or you've just built something in the shipyard and you're kind of leaving from up here, you kind of wander on down, you go, awesome, there's the house, I want to go inside, but I don't want to walk all the way around there. Climb up in here. It's quite cool. So I do definitely have to finish off layering down hull. The lamps were kind of a last minute thing, so you could see actually what I'm going for inside, at least the layout for so far. This is kind of like a long hallway, kind of winding type thing. We're gonna definitely decorate it. It's got quite a cool modern look to it. I really do like the look of it. It is still a skeleton and just a bare frame at the moment, so bear with me while I fill it in and kind of colour it up, because grey, I mean, it looks alright, but hopefully we'll be able to incorporate potentially some natural woods from the planet, maybe. That might be a cool feature, just having, you know, wooden feature walls. Maybe that's something we do. I did have to climb up the side of the mountain, the hill, to get up to the second floor, because I kind of really haven't sorted up transportation between two floors. But this is kind of where I was thinking maybe you could have a lookout. You've got your another balcony up here. Potentially, actually, this is where I was thinking maybe factory modules could go up here. Sorry, the factory enhancer modules could go up here. That's quite a cool spot for them. They're kind of out the way and could kind of add to maybe a control center type look from up here, maybe. You know, you've got cool observation points up here. You know, you can look all around up there, see everything, what's going on, and then just head on inside to, you know, look at your radars and things that could be up here. Who knows? We'll see what we do later on. I do like the sweeping kind of balconies and decks. They are quite cool, and really I like the aesthetic look of what we've got so far. This is the garden. I do plan on potentially planting some of these blue flowers. It would be quite cool if we had some pink flowers as well, just to add that variety in colour, because we've really only got yellows and blues, and grass, and twigs, and trees. I mean, maybe I'll plant a tree, maybe move that tree to here. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do with this little patio area thing here. Now I'm just onto the roof. It's got some grassy spots up here too. I kind of did that because when you actually look at it from the air, it kind of mellows out kind of what the structure looks like, rather than it just being a big blob of, you know, silvery hull over this green landscape. The green actually really does, you know, blend it in and break down that colour. So that's kind of what I was aiming for. It's not really an obtrusive object. It's more of a, you know, it's really aesthetically nice, but also quite practical. So this is it from kind of a nice angle. It's got all the curves that I really like. Nice curvy, but also angular. Like, I definitely love this balcony here. This is just awesome. That patio is going to be so cool once we get it decorated, guys. It's going to be awesome. It really does have a few more hours to put into it for it to, you know, finish. You know, its look. It definitely needs to have a little bit more done to it. It's kind of, you know, in progress. But I'm really looking forward to completing it, and I'm really satisfied with what I've got so far. I hope everyone who's watching is enjoying this too. I know it's a bit of a shame that I didn't have any of the footage of me actually building it, but you got some of the driveway, and there's the rest of it really. I hope you have enjoyed what I've showed you today. This has been quite a fun little building to create. It still needs some smoothing off and all that kind of good stuff, but I'm really liking it, because if we fly out, we can just tell what you know, platform we're living on. We're on this one right here, and it looks so good, guys. I'm so stoked with it. I really hope you all enjoyed it. Enjoy what it's looking like so far. If you do have suggestions for what I can add to it, and potentially, you know, what you're thinking might work better with it, please do let me know, because I'd love to hear from you guys. So yeah, I mean, it definitely needs to have a splash of colour or so. Definitely needs to start having some aspects to it, some features, rather than it just being a shell. But yeah, like I say, I'm really enjoying building it. I'm really enjoying doing this stuff for you guys. I hope you are enjoying watching it. So yeah, this is basically part one of the house build. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll be bringing back some more house build ASAP, but until then, Breezyy out. Have a good day.